Hello students, this is the session 5 of chapter 1, that is index number. In our last session we understand how we can find the value of index number with the help of fixed base method and chain base method. We also understand how we can convert the value of fixed into chain and chain into fixed. Now in this method we will understand that the way we are finding index number, in that we are not giving importance to the different items. We are thinking that each item have the same weightage, but in practical it is not possible. Students, suppose if you want to find the index number for the food, so just tell me that each and every food for you are similar or it is equal importance. So you must say no, because in practical we are using more grains as compared to vegetables, pulses or edible oil. So grains have some different weightage, vegetables have some different weightage, pulses have different weightage, and edible oil has also have a different weightage. How we can find that this is more important or this is more weighted? So the weight is directly depend upon the volume we are consume, the quantity we are consume. So if we want to find correct index number which give the real value of index number, in that case it is necessary to assign different weight according to its importance. Now in today's session we will understand a specific formula to find index number. This all index numbers formula are directly depend upon the weight of the variable. There are four methods. The first one is method of weighted average, second one is Laspeyre's formula, third one is Paasche's formula, and the fourth one is Fisher's formula. This we are going to understand today. The first method is method of weighted average. Directly just go through its formula, so we can say that if we want to find general index number means I, then the formula will be sigma iw upon sigma w. If in question the value of I is not provided, then we can find the value of I with the help of this formula, that is I is equal to p1 upon p0 multiply 100. And if the value of w is not given, so as per the method we can use these two method, that is w is equal to p0 q0 or w is equal to p0 q1. It depends upon the which method we are going to use. Now by using this, but make sure if it is given in the equation there is no requirement to find or using this formula forcefully. Okay, if question is not giving information about the I or w, then only we have to use this formula. Okay, now directly move to the questions. We will understand that how this formula we can use. The question is, the find the index number for the year 2016 with the base year 2011 by weighted average method from the following data of price and weights of 5 different items. This is a question in which we understand that there are 2 years 2011 and 2016. The base year is given, that is 2011. It means 2016 will be current year. Students, always remember that we are denoting 0 for base year and 1 for the current year. We are denoting 0 for the base year and 1 for the current year. Okay, now this is the question that 5 items is given, a b c d e, weight is given, means we are not required to find the value of w, it is already given, but we have given information of the price of two different years, that is 2011, that is base year, and 2016, that is the current year. Here base year is 2011, that's why as the information is about price, so we can say this is the value of p0, and this is the current year, so we can write this is the value of p1. So we can denote for the price of 2011, that is p0, and for the price of 2016, that is as p1. Now this is the question. From this we have to find the value of gender index number, and the formula is I sigma iw upon sigma w. W is already given. We have to find the value of I. We can use this formula, that is P1 upon P0 multiply 100. Okay, now just understand how we can solve the formula, these sums. So items is given, there are 5 items A, B, C, D, E. Weight is already given, that is 40, 25, 5, 20 and 10. Price is given, the price for P0, that is for the year 2011, and price is P1, that is for the year 2016. Now directly we are moving to how we can find the value of I. So formula we already learned, that is P1 upon P0 multiply 100. So here P1 is equal to 200, that we have to put in the numerator, and P0 is equal to 160, that we have to put in the denominator. When we multiply it with 100, we get the value of index number for the item A. In the same way, we have to find the index number for item B as well, that is 600 current price, that we have to put in the numerator, and base price, that we have to put in the denominator. By multiplying 100, we can find the value of I for the item B. In the same way, we can find the value of item C, D and E. We can find the index number for the C, D and E. Okay, now if you understand this, we are moving ahead and try to solve the sums. Now we have the value of I and the value of W. As per the formula, we are required the product of I and W. Product means we have to multiply, and whatever answer we get by multiplying, it is known as the product. So when we are multiplying I with W, we get the value of IW. So simply what we have to do, if we want to find I value of IW for the item A, I have to multiply the items AW with the items AI. So by multiplying 125 with 40, I get 5000. In the same way, if I have to find IW for the B, what I have to do, I have to multiply this 25 with the its I, that is 150, and by multiplying this I get IW for the B. The same process I have to do for the C, D and E. By multiplying I and W's, we get the value of IW. Okay, so we can find these numbers as well. Now by doing this, we have the all the kinds of information. We have the individual value of IW, we have the individual value of W, but we are not required individual value. We are required sigma. Sigma means total of the number. So by adding this all IWs, we can find the value of sigma IW, and that is 14,550. In the same way, by adding all this W, that is 100, we can find the value of sigma W. So now from this table we have both the information which is required to solve this these sums. We can say to find the index number by the help by the weighted average method. So what is the formula? That is sigma IW upon sigma W. We have all both the digit there. So what we are going to do, we just put these figures into the formula, and the formula is sigma IW upon sigma W. As we see in the table that the value of sigma IW is 14,550 and the value of W is 100. When we divide this, we are getting 145.50, but the answer is still not completed. Students, it is very important to write the interpretation at the end of your answer to get out of marks. Students making mistake by just completing their answer at here, they ends here. By getting 145.50, they think that their answer is completed, but not here. You have to write the interpretation. We did not want to find any number, we are find any interpretation, that there are 5 different items as which two in two different time period the price is given. So this is 145.50 is the index number for 2016, that we did not require. What we are required, that is the interpretation. And what could be the interpretation? That as compared to 2011, these 5 items price is increased by 45.5%. How we can find that? That index number for the year 2016, that is 45.50, this one. Okay, and for the year 2000, and as 2011 is the base year, so its index number is always 100. So whatever index number you are finding, you have to subtract 100 from that, and the difference amount is the increase or decrease uh, in percentage. You will find how much percentage price is increase or how much percentage price is decrease, you will find. If there is a negative answer, then price are decreases. If the positive answer, then price are increases. Okay, now moving ahead and try to understand some different formulas. The first formula is Laspeyre's formula. This method is given by the Laspeyre. So that is the reason why this method is known as the Laspeyre's formula. The most important thing is this formula, that is, in this formula the weight assigned as P0 and Q0. This is the most important points, because this is the point which create the difference between the Laspeyre's formula and Pasche's formula. So in Laspeyre formula you will find that is a Q0 is there. P0 is common in both, that you will find in Laspeyre formula as well as Pasche's formula, but you will not find Q0 in Pasche's formula. Means this is the point which create difference. So Q0, it means Laspeyres give more importance to the quantity of base year. अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, लास्पियर का जो फॉर्मूला था उसके अंदर जो फॉर्मूला है, सॉरी, वो ये बताता है कि उन्होंने ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस बेस ईयर की क्वांटिटी को दिया है. ठीक है, इसलिए उन्होंने वेटेज क्या लिया है, P0 Q0. ठीक है, अभी P0 Q0 क्या हो गया, दैट इज वेट. और हमको पता है आई को हम लोग कैसे लेते हैं, P1/P0 मल्टीप्लाई 100. तो उसको किसके साथ कंपेयर करना है आपको, प्राइस रिलेटिव के साथ. अभी आप जरा यहाँ पे उसका फॉर्मूला देखो. अच्छा, पहले तो इसको हम लोग डिनोट करते हैं IL से. किससे करते हैं, IL, दैट इज इंडेक्स नंबर एज पर लास्पेयर मेथड. ओके, नाउ इफ यू सी द फॉर्मूला you will find two formula. Actually this is only one formula. This is the derived formula of this one. This is the basic formula of Laspeyre, that is sigma P1/P0 multiply P0 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. Now understand it. P1/P0 multiply 100. What it gives? It gives the value of I. And P0 Q0, it is assigned as the weight in this formula. It means P0 Q0, it gives us the value of W, and sigma of this value is equal to sigma IW from the numerator part. Now from the denominator, sigma is there, so we are writing sigma, and P0 is P0 Q0 is assigned as the weight, so we can write here the sigma W. Now I think you will understand the formula. The weight, this is also one kind of weighted average formula, but in different things. If you are directly did not the directly value of I or W not given, we can find in this way. So this is the method in which we can find the weighted average index number. The first one is the Laspeyre, second one is the Paasche, and third one will be the Fisher, that we will understand later on. So first understand this method. So this is the IW upon sigma W upon sigma IW upon sigma W. So now in numerator part you can see that there are two things which are common, that is P0 and P0. If I cut that, if I simply cut that, what will remain? You will find in the numerator sigma P1 Q0 is there. Sigma P1 Q0 is there. That's why I written here in the numerator, that is sigma P1 Q0, and in denominator there is no change, so sigma P0 Q0 multiply 100. So this is the final formula which we are going to use in to solve the sums. And to remember this formula, one thing you can do, you have to remember 1000. How this 1000 you can remember, and how this will be make easy for you. This, the first value is for P, second is for Q, the first third with P, fourth one for Q. Now just see P1 Q0, that is in the numerator, P1 Q0, in denominator P0 Q0. Okay, so by remembering 1000 you can learn this formula very easily. Okay, so the for Laspeyre formula, final formula is sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 multiply 100. This is the final formula of Laspeyre. Now we understand one more formulas, and that is the Paasche formula. This method is given by one economist. His name is Paasche, and uh, on his name this formula is known as the Paasche formula. As I told you that the main important in this formula is nothing but the P0 Q0, its weight. P0 is common in both Laspeyre and Paasche, but the difference create, that is the quantity of current year giving more importance in this formula, whereas in our Laspeyre formula quantity of base year is given more importance. Okay, other things are almost similar. As we are denoted, IL is for the index number of Laspeyre. For the Paasche index number we are denoted it with IP. Now just put the formula that sigma P1 upon P0 multiply P0 Q1, because P0 Q1 is the weight here, multiply 100 upon sigma P0 Q1. Now this is also nothing but the sigma IW, because here P0 Q1 is taken as the W, so you will find this is nothing but the sigma IW upon sigma W. But in this formula also you can find that two things are common, that is P0 P0. If we cut P0 P0, what we are going to find that in the numerator part sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1, in denominator part there is no changes, so in numerator that is sigma P1 Q1, in denominator that is sigma P0 Q1 multiply 100. Now like in Laspeyre it is a 1000, at here it is a 1101. Now I think you understand that what one, this is one for P1, then the next is for Q, third one is for P, last one for Q. So what is the formula? Sigma P1 into Q1 upon sigma P0 into Q1. When we multiply with 100 we can find the value of index number with the help of Paasche formula. Okay, now moving into next slide, in which we will going to understand the third formula, that is Fisher's formula. So we can understand one thing that in Laspeyre formula base year quantity is given more important, and in Paasche formula current year's quantity is giving more importance. So Professor Ivan Fisher constructed an index number by considering both the quantities, means quantities of base year as well as quantities of current year. So Fisher, what Fisher did, Fisher get find the value, find the geometric mean of both the formula, that is of Laspeyre formula and Paasche formula. So if we have the value of value of Laspeyre and Paasche index number, so we can use direct formula that we have by doing a geometric find the geometric mean. We have to put in the root. So the product of IL and IP, if we are finding the root of product of IL and IP, we can find the index number for Fisher. Means IF is nothing but the geometric mean of IL and IP. If we did not have the direct value of IL and IP, and we have just the basic value of P1 P0 Q1 Q0, then also we can find the value of IF with the help of the second formula, that is under root sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0. This is nothing but the value of I, that is 1000, as I told you that P1 Q0 P0 Q0 multiply, this is for IP means Paasche, that is 1101 means 1101. This is sigma P1 Q1 upon P0 Q1. सो स्टूडेंट फिशर फॉर्मूला जो है ना वो आगे के दो फॉर्मूला का कॉम्बिनेशन है, बट कैसा कॉम्बिनेशन, वी कैन से जियोमेट्रिक मीन। जियोमेट्रिक मीन जो होता है वो दोनों को कंबाइन करके उसका रूट निकलता है, जिससे आप लोगों को ज़्यादा अच्छी तरीके से वो वैल्यू मिलती है। ठीक है, इसी की वजह से। और भी फॉर्मूला में देखो तो आई एल जो है यहाँ पे आपको रूट में दिखाया हुआ है, ये इसके अंदर के आई एल एंड आई पी रूट में दिखाया है, वो तब यूज़ कर सकते हो जब आपके पास इंडेक्स नंबर ऑफ लास्पेयर और इंडेक्स नंबर ऑफ पासेस दिया हुआ हो। याद रखो ये फॉर्मूला आपको शॉर्ट समय बहुत हेल्पफुल होने वाला है। ठीक है, और दूसरा, अगर आई एल और आई पी आपको पता ही नहीं है, डायरेक्टली फिशर ही यूज़ करना है, मतलब डायरेक्टली फिशर की वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है, इन दैट केस आप लोग ये नीचे वाला सेकंड फॉर्मूला भी यूज़ कर सकते हो, जिसके अंदर इनडायरेक्टली हम लोग लास्ट पेयर ऑफ पास से ही फाइंड करते हैं। क्योंकि देखो ये फॉर्मूला क्या है, सिग्मा पी वन क्यू जीरो अपॉन सिग्मा पी जीरो क्यू जीरो, किसका फॉर्मूला है, तो लास्ट पेयर का। इन द सेम वे सिग्मा पी वन क्यू वन अपॉन सिग्मा पी जीरो क्यू वन, ये किसका फॉर्मूला है, तो पाशी का फॉर्मूला। जब हम लोग उसको मल्टीप्लाई 100 करते हैं तो फॉर्मूला हमारा करेक्ट हो जाता है। सो उसका जब जियोमेट्रिक मीन निकालते हैं तो कौन सा फॉर्मूला मिल जाता है आपको, फिशर का फॉर्मूला। ठीक है, ओके। अभी फिशर का जो फॉर्मूला है उसको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस दिया जाता है, या उसको हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि इसको आइडियल इंडेक्स नंबर बोलते हैं। तो उसको आइडियल इंडेक्स नंबर क्यों बोलते हैं, वाई फिशर इंडेक्स नंबर इज कॉल्ड एन आइडियल इंडेक्स नंबर, दिस क्वेश्चंस इज आस्किंग टू many times in your board exam. Okay, so gives little bit importance to it. So the quantities of both the years, why it is the ideal index number, the reason first is the quantity of both the years, base year and current year, are taken in the computation for constructing this index number. We understand each and every part about this chapter, and that's why it is very easy for you to understand why Fisher index number is more important, or why it is a, we can say it is the ideal index number, because uh, in last pair and Paasche they are using different base importance, they are giving different importance. For last pair giving more importance to base year and Paasche is giving more importance to the current year. So Fisher come with the solution that by making geometric mean we can directly combine, and we can taking the advantage of both the formula. Okay, this index number satisfy both the importance fundamental test, time reversal and factor reversal test of index number. Students, this could be asked that which are the two different important fundamental tests for the index number. So you have to remember these two names, that is time reversal and factor reversal test. These are the two tests for the index number. And Fisher's index number are satisfy this both the importance fundamental test. Okay. The third is the geometric mean is used to calculate this index number, which is the best average for the construction of index number. Students, यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान दो कि जब आपको क्वेश्चन में ये पूछा गया हो कि बेस्ट एवरेज कौन सा इंडेक्स नंबर के लिए, तो आपको आंसर में लिखना है जियोमेट्रिक मीन। बेस्ट इंडेक्स नंबर का मेथड कौन सा है, इन दैट केस आपको बताना है फिशर इंडेक्स नंबर। एवरेज पूछा है तो जियोमेट्रिक मीन, मेथड पूछा है तो फिशर इंडेक्स मेथड। समझ में आ रहा है, ये दोनों के अंदर स्टूडेंट्स बहुत ज़्यादा कंफ्यूज होते हैं। अच्छे अच्छे स्टूडेंट्स इसके अंदर मार्क्स लूज़ करते हैं, सो वो नहीं करना है हमको। ठीक है, बेस्ट एवरेज दैट इज जियोमेट्रिक मीन, बेस्ट मेथड फॉर इंडेक्स नंबर दैट इज फिशर इंडेक्स नंबर। क्लियर, ओके। Now, this index number is free from bias as it balances the demerits of last pair and Paasche index number. It removes the demerits. Last pair have some demerits, Paasche have some demerits. So by combining it, Fisher removed these demerits of the both the formula. Okay. These are some important theories, and now we have directly going into to solve some sums. And this is the sums that is in which we have giving information about 2 years, that is for 2016 and 2015, about the price and consumption of food items, and from this we have to find the value of Laspeyre, Paasche and Fisher index number. So just looking into the question, this is the question. The item is, there are 4 items are there: rice, milk, bread and banana. Units is also given: kilogram, liter, kilogram and dozen. You will find that two things are given: price and quantity for the year 2016 as well as for the year 2015. First, understand this question very well. First, you have to remember that you have to find that which is the base year. So you can easily find that whichever the past year, it is a base year, of course. So the price year is 2015, so we can say the price of 2015 is nothing but the P0. Clear? Price of 2015 is nothing but P0. In the same way, quantity of 2015 is nothing but the value of Q0. Now, if the 2015 is the base year, it means 2016 will be the current year. In that case, price of the 2016 is equal to Q1, price of the 2016 will be P1 and quantity of 2016 will be Q1. So this is the value of P0, Q0, P1 and Q1. This you have to write in the answer. In question it will be not giving you directly. You have to understand this is the value of P0, this is the value of P1, this is the value of P0 and this is the value of Q0. Okay, now directly move on to the answer part and we will understand how we can do this. Now, from the information given, what we are doing, we are converting into P0, Q0, P1, Q1. Now I think you understand how we can do this. Okay, from that we have to find 4 different product, and that is P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1 and P0 Q1. This 4 you have to remember. If you understand the formula, then you understand which product we are required. This 4 product we are required, that is P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1 and P0 Q1. This 4 product we require, and it is very simple. If there is a P1 Q0, it means what we have to do, we have to multiply P1 with Q0. So for the item rice, the P1 is 40 and Q0 is 1. By multiplying these two, what we get, that is 40. In the same way, for the milk, that is 40 for P1 and Q0 is 12. When we multiplying these two, we are finding the value of P1 Q0, that is 528. In this way, as per the product, means as per the multiplication, P1 Q0 is there, so we have to multiply the value of P1 and Q0. If P0 Q0 is there, so we have to multiply the value of P0 and Q0. For an example, 39 multiply 1, so 39 multiply 1 is equal to 39. Okay, these are these two numbers we have to multiply. In the same way, we can find the value for P1 Q1 and P0 Q1. Now you understand how this table we can make. These 4 things are necessary for each and every question related to Fisher or Laspeyre or Paasche. Okay, so that this you have to remember. Okay, now moving into the next part. Okay, this is the how we can find the Laspeyre index number, Paasche index number and Fisher index number. So formula of Laspeyre is IL is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. I told you that how we can remember 1000 P1 Q0 P0 Q0, multiply it with 100 by putting the figures. So this is a sigma P1 P0, this is a sigma P1 Q0 that is on the numerator part, that's why I write 740. Then P0 Q0 is equal to 669 sigma P0 Q0. I have to total this all. These all are the total. Okay, because we have to find the sigma. So when we multiply it with 100, we get 110.61. In the same way we can do with for the Paasche index number, but for that we have to require a value of sigma P1 Q1, that is 629 upon sigma P0 Q1, that is 571. When we divide this and multiply with 100, we are getting 110.16. Okay, now the final is the Fisher index number. As I told you, if you have already Laspeyre index number and Paasche index number, you did not require to solve all the sums, but you just have to put under root IL into IP and you can find the value, that is 110.38. So in this way we can find the Laspeyre index number, Paasche index number and Fisher index number. But students, as I told you, this is not the end of this answer. We have to write the interpretation. I am writing here in very short, that is, for in the last pay index number, the price of these four items are increased by 10.61. As per Pasche's method, the price is increased by 10.16%, and as per Fisher method, the rise in price is 10.38%. So now you can understand how this 10.61, 10.16 and 10.38 comes. You have to just subtract 100 from the index number, okay, and you will find the rise or decrease in the price